What's up, everybody? Nate Sorrentino here, back with another episode of the Guide to Spirits podcast. And today, I want to talk to y'all about supplements and what value do supplements have in your diet, whether you should take them, whether you shouldn't, and what even are supplements to begin with. So, basically, from my understanding, supplements are something that you take to supplement some kind of mineral, vitamin deficiency, whatever it may be. So I want to start the podcast off talking about you need to have a dialed diet before you start taking any kind of supplements. And prior to me saying this, I'm not a doctor or health professional. So if you want to take any of my advice, go to your doctor and ask him about whatever it is that I said. I'm going to talk about ashwagandha, oregano oil, shilajit, benefits of mushrooms, and that's basically everything. A little bit of desiccated organs. I'm going to talk about chalk and their supplements and how they have helped me. I'm now sponsored by Chalk, and I promote their products because they're so great, and they actually did do a big part in helping me rebuild my body after my near-death experience in September of 2021. So, getting back to the gist of the podcast. Everything I'm going to say here, take with a grain of salt. You already know that if you're this deep into my podcast, which I mean, I've been talking to new people. I share this podcast with everyone. You guys are sharing it with everyone, so it's growing. And I mean, I went up 700 views in the last 30 days. I am growing at such a rapid rate. This is crazy. So I'm really grateful for all of y'all here. But let me start presenting some value. So do your own research if you find something that you think might benefit you. I can give you the basis of it, but I put links in the description. I had to shorten it down a little bit, so the certain parts of the sources are like hyperlinks within the word. So like if you click ashwagandha, it will bring you to a link. Click oregano oil, bring you to a link. There's two links for Shilajit. There's one from chalk that goes over benefits and the uses for men and women, and then something I've been taking. I used to take Shilajit from chalk in a powdered form that is taken in a pill, but now I take it in the most natural form, which is tar, and I get this from another company called Live Pristine. One day I will talk to them and see if they want to sponsor the podcast. But for now, only Chalk is the sponsor here. So please go to Chalk, and I have a link in the description. It is at the very bottom of the podcast description, and if you click that link, and you can go get anything, and you will get a little discount. So with that said, let me start. Supplements. The first thing you have to realize is your diet needs to be dialed. Where are you in your diet? Are you vegan? Are you keto, animal-based, carnivore, vegetarian, pescatarian, etc., etc.? Where do you stand? Okay, how's your cholesterol? How is your vitamins? Are you getting all the minerals that you need? What deficiencies do you have? I don't really agree with taking vitamin supplements, and let me explain why. Because when you're taking that vitamin that was like synthesized in a lab, and it's we'll take vitamin C for example, ascorbic acid. When you take a vitamin C supplement of ascorbic acid, it's not the same bioavailability that's in the vitamin C you may get out of an organic orange, for instance. And to someone who's not that sensitive to to what's going on in their body, this might not matter. But as you grow and you develop, you're going to start to notice these things. And I didn't start to notice these things until I started eating organically, and I started to heal from my near-death experience. Because for a while, I was taking these kind of supplements, and everyone was telling me to take vitamin D3 when COVID started, and I was like, why? My parents were on it, other people, family, other friends of my family were talking about it, and I said, what's the point? Well, I guess it boosts your immune system, but there's a lot of things that boost your immune system, and they're actually natural, and they have natural sources of these vitamins. So let's get into it. The first supplement that I wanted to talk to you guys about for that I'm taking personally, because I've taken a lot of different supplements and I'm at a really good performance right now. However, once I get some more money, I'm gonna acquire some more of Chalk's supplements. I really like their Tonkat Allele. It's one of my favorite ones that they sell. But they have a lot of different supplements. The supplement that I've been taking and have a subscription for is called Daily. And Daily it helps with mood, focus, sustained energy, and it boosts free testosterone in the body. This is really important for men. Any way you can boost your free testosterone is a great thing. Other ways you can boost free testosterone are like eating spicy foods and putting yourself through like painful experiences, basically. And it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to go like stab myself with a knife kind of painful, but like when you like take a cold shower and you're really uncomfortable, like that's going to help. Not only is it like biohacking, but it's going to help boost free testosterone. Daily is like my personal favorite. This is the one that I've been taking for a while. That basically their overview on their website says to optimize your free and total testosterone levels to experience game-changing energy, performance, and confidence. It does contain 500 milligrams of purified Shilajit for like every serving, and that Shilajit is like very important. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go over Shilajit alone on this podcast, but I just wanted to talk about these Chalk real quick. What supplements I've taken. I've honestly, on their website, the things I haven't taken are the Chalk Lip Powder, which is, I think it's like a Coke, like a, what do you call it? It's like that hot cocoa, literally. It's like that hot chocolate drink, hot chocolate. And they have different stacks, like immunity boosting stacks and whatnot. They have their lip cacao beans. Those are good. I've had those before. They just came out with a pre-workout. I've never tried it. I don't know how good it is, but everything I've had from Chalk has been really good, so I can't imagine that it's not good. I haven't tried their minerals either, but I don't see the need for myself to get their minerals with the fact that I'm currently on Shilajit Tar, which has 84 possible bioavailable minerals within it, along with the fulvic acid. So, moving forward, there's so many things. You can get ashwagandha on here. I haven't been getting it from here, just out of the sake that I wasn't. And these are things like Tonkat 100, like the Tonkat Allele. That is one of the things I would definitely get from Chalk. Their 7 Wonders is a mushroom based supplement. Very good. It's 7 different kinds of mushrooms. I'm currently getting a mushroom powder that has 8 different kinds of mushrooms in it. And I take a lot of this, so I get a lot more. And it's just better for my money for the amount of mushrooms that I eat in one day. With that being said, the Daily, they recommend 2 per day, and I will take upwards to 4 a day sometimes. Everyone has to figure out what works for them. I'd follow their recommended dose for a little bit, like your first subscription or your first month, and figure out how you feel. And then after that, you might want to figure out if you can balance it out a little different way. Like, it's like any food label is going to be based on like a cookie cutter diet, and you figure out what works best for your body type. So Apex Glutathione is one of the few that I haven't really had a lot of experience with. I remember I bought some and I ended up giving them to this girl. I bought a whole custom bundler. I got one of everything, and I gave the entire bundle to my old friend. I told myself I was gonna stop using people's names on this. So I gave her like all of these supplements, and after she quit vaping, and I wanted this to help her get her health back, just like I had someone do with me. And this is really good for supporting immunity, detoxification, mood, healthy inflammation response. Exactly what you want when you quit vaping. Your lungs are gonna be really inflamed. You're gonna need to detox. This is a perfect supplement for that. So like, and the same goes for like Shilajit alone. Like, Shilajit is so important. So we're going to talk about Shilajit first, and then I will move to ashwagandha. We'll move to mushrooms, and then I'll talk about a little bit about oregano oil. So first is first, we got Shilajit. So coming from ShilajitResin.com, we have the main benefits of Shilajit are it boosts the immune system, enhances exercise performance, improves brain function. I definitely have noticed this quite a bit. Like when I'm taking Shilajit, I feel really sharp, like on the ball. Like it's the kind of thing that you want to have when you're doing anything related to communication with others, whether it be sales, therapy, like human resources, consulting, etc. Any job at this point, because even if you're working retail, you still got to talk to other people. Any job, you got to talk to your coworkers. You want to be sharp. You don't want to be slow. You don't want people being like, "Yo, how high are you?" Like this is it's like no. You want to be ready to respond to whatever they're gonna say. That's a very important thing that I find, but. Something I've noticed too is the detoxification properties. It has helped tremendously with this. And with this being said, it is also a very great anti-inflammatory, and it has anti-inflammatory and anti-aging effects. So it will keep you feeling youthful, and it's gonna help you out. It has antifungal, antiviral properties, can help regulate blood sugar, and last but not least, it helps this fight like colds, which is basically antiviral. But it's just it's gonna help boost that immune system. If you're not feeling well, you get some of this, it's gonna help you out, and it's one of those things. It's because of all these minerals that are in it. It's going to give you all those things that you might not be getting out of your diet. The days that I don't have a lot of food, like I eat basically frozen fruit from Trader Joe's, and very simple, like mango, blueberries, strawberries, and that's basically it. And then I drink kefir, drink kombucha, and I have my Shilajit tar and my mushrooms, and then I'll eat red meat. And then I'll also supplement salt, potassium, and make sure I get calcium too. So I always make sure I have my electrolytes, and then I get everything else I need. But you got to be thinking about what atoms do you actually need. You need sodium, potassium, and calcium for all the electrical pulses going on in your body at all times. And then besides that, you need antioxidants, oxidants, and then all the whole array of vitamins. These are the things that you need for all the processes to go down. You need the carbohydrates for energy, and then you need the protein to build whatever you want to build. And sometimes you also have to make sure you eat the foods that have they're called essential amino acids, which are basically you get certain proteins that you can make, or certain amino acids you can make in your body, but your body can't make every amino acid, and things like tryptophan are really important in you, and it's one of the key building blocks for building your proteins. And if you want to build muscle faster, once in a while you should eat some turkey or a little bit of chocolate. That's why they say chocolate's good for you after you go on a run or something, because it will help that recovery process. It will speed it up a little bit because it will give you that that tryptophan. You can also get tryptophan from cherry or cherry juice. And I just learned this from my friend Joey, so shout out to Joey for that fact. And tryptophan, at the end of the day, gets metabolized by the pineal gland into melatonin. And this happens when you stop, this metabolic reaction starts to occur when the sun, when you no longer are being exposed to blue light. And that's the whole point of when you see if you go watch the sunrise, or go watch the sunset, and then you wait a little bit without looking at any screens or anything, you'll naturally start feeling tired because your body's gonna start decomposing and breaking down that tryptophan into melatonin, and you're gonna start feeling sleepy. Enough about the chemistry or science of it. What's some of the benefits for men that are Shilajit based benefits for men? It improves heart condition and correspondingly prevents heart diseases. It ensures a healthy brain, and this is from the fulvic acid. It can also, this is really cool, I just learned this today, it enhances men's fertility by normalizing their testosterone levels. So once again, Shilajit has that big impact on testosterone, and it's why the Chalk puts it in their daily supplement, and there's also other things in the daily supplement that help as well. So with this being said, it will improve sexual performance, and I guarantee a lot of men could use that, because you can always be better in bed. Let's be honest. I think so, at least. So with that being said, there's always going to be some side effects to taking supplements, but there's no really severe side effects of Shilajit. One of the biggest ones are excess iron accumulation. Besides that, that's really it. You might have a lot of iron in your blood, and that isn't the end of the world at the end of the day. It's just more increase in iron. I feel like you should rather have more than less of iron, because it's going to help with oxygenation of the blood, and therefore it's less oxygen in the blood is definitely worse than more, and a hypoxic situation is eventually going to lead to a cancerous situation. So you want to always, I feel like having too much iron can't be that bad. Someone who's a doctor could probably prove me wrong. This is why I'm telling you to talk to your doctors about this. Going into the Shilajit tar that I'm taking, I just wanted to read what it's about, because I get it from it's called livepristine.com, or the website is, but the company is Pristine Nutrition, and I'm going to read a brief description of it. It's Shilajit tar is composed of 84 organic plant-based minerals, fulvic, humic, and olmic acids. Shilajit is a mineral pitch harvested in the Himalayan mountains at an elevation of 8,000 to 13,000 feet during the warm season. An abundance of microbial life feeding on ancient flora, fauna, and rock create this amazing panacea. Shilajit's high mineral content, around 84 plus organic minerals, has been said to provide endocrine regulating properties. Shilajit is a balanced and truly amazing superfood comprised of useful minerals and organic constituents. I really believe Shilajit has changed my life drastically. It helps with that detoxification of the pineal gland, and it's one of those things that will help literally decalcify your pineal gland. It breaks down that buildup. It's just there's so many benefits for it. That's the first things I really noticed about Shilajit is when I started taking it, I started to be more sensitive to energy, and I think that was because of that decalcification of my pineal gland. With this being said, Shilajit is taken to help support digestion and assimilation of food nutrients and allow for greater elimination of toxins and waste products. We have searched the world for the best source of natural Shilajit. After extensive research, we zeroed in on the finest Shilajit, handcrafted in the Himalayan highlands. And this is from Live Pristine. They have their tar is the most pure form. The next most pure form would be the powder, and you can get it in when you buy a pill of some kind of supplement. It's always just going to be in a powder. That's just how the supplements work, and they'll normally be in some kind of organic based shell or whatever the pill is actually. So with this being said, I want to move into the next supplement, which is we're going to do ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is great. It's a plant. It's a part of a plant. It's actually a root. With this being said, it has a lot of great effects on the body. The first and foremost, when I first found ashwagandha, I knew it for its stress relieving adaptations on you. So it helps relieve stress, but not only stress, anxiety as well. There are multiple studies done on this. Once again, I'm going to have sources in the description, so you can go through my sources and then just do your own research too. It's there's so many different places you can learn about this stuff. And at the end of the day, you have to figure out what works for you, but you have to have a dialed diet before you start any kind of supplementation. That's it's so critical in everything you do. You should have a dialed diet in what you're eating, and you should know what you need and why you need it. Other benefits, it lowers blood sugar and fat, and this is it's likely to do these things. And it will help increase muscle and strength. Someone told me this back when I was at Nashville Community College. He said, "Oh, you take ashwagandha." I was like, "Yeah, I do. I take it for its stress properties." He's like, "Oh, I use it because it helps build muscle." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." But yeah, it's really there's a lot of benefits to it. I guess it improves sexual function in women and can boost fertility and testosterone levels in men. And it sharpens focus and memory. Once again, like all the supplements I take are basically to make myself as sharp as possible and to be as like quick, nimble, and agile with my mind. Everything requires me to be able to talk and communicate like efficiently, and just really like know how to like get my words across to the people I'm talking to. Last but not least, it will support your heart health, and that's like the idea of it not like being something that relieves stress is more than just like it helps relieve that stress, but it's because of that relief of stress, it's like gonna be better on your heart. Like stress on your heart is the worst kind of stress, and this is like that leading cause to like I guess cardiovascular disease, where like you get heart disease in some way, probably from chronic stress, from working 9 to 5 with some shitty boss where you're like, damn, like I have to go to work tomorrow. And you're like, yep, if I don't, my children are going to die and they're going to starve. So yeah, that's why people have to take this stuff. And it's, I tried to get my mom on just a little bit ago now, and she really didn't want to take it. And I was kind of disappointed because I knew it would have helped her, but she was really skeptical. And I just like it's like you can't force someone to do something that's good for them. So once again, the information's out here. Talk to your doctor about it. He'll have some stuff to say, and do your research. Just like figure out what you're putting in your body before you put it in your body. Because I guarantee you do more research on a supplement than you do on like seed oils, or you would do on I don't know, whatever other random ass chemicals you're eating. Because like if you're not reading your food labels, like that's like your first thing. Like before supplementation, you should know like why you are eating what you're eating, and then what's the deal. Like there's reasons to do everything, and if you don't have a reason, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, because like it's like you don't just do things for no reason. Everything is under the law of cause and effect. So moving forward, let's go to mushrooms. I love mushrooms. If you don't know that, well, now you do, because I've talked about mushrooms a lot on this podcast, both psychedelic ones and normal. I almost said conventional, but like medicinal mushrooms, because even psychedelic mushrooms are medicinal, especially in therapeutic practices. How can what's the best way to start this off? We have like an overview of mushrooms, and then there's a link in the description. I'm not going to talk about each individual mushroom on here because that would take a lot of time, and I didn't want to make this too long of a podcast. It's already like 24 minutes. The one thing that they definitely do, and this has been in 17 cancer studies, for the matter of fact, they decrease your risk of cancer. So mushrooms are great. They're superfoods, for that matter of the fact. They're not this great. And with that being said, I can't recommend them enough to anyone who wants to get healthier. If you are looking to find a way, like I was just at my friend's house for Christmas. Not my friend's house, but his mom's house. And her husband has this little tincture of I think it was like chaga mushroom, and it was like he literally said, yeah, like any of my friends who have like who have been diagnosed with cancer, I immediately tell them to get some of this stuff because like it helps with cancer. I was like, no way, because I've been taking chaga for like a while, and like I didn't really look into like every single benefit. I just knew it was good for me. And a lot of people eat things just because they know they're good for them. And when I realized this, I was like, holy shit, I'm going to keep doing this. So, yeah, like definitely check it out. It will lower your sodium intake. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what they say real quick. Sodium and high blood pressure often go hand in hand. Sodium causes the body to retain excess fluid, which can increase blood pressure. To decrease your sodium intake, consider adding mushrooms to your meals. Mushrooms are naturally low in sodium. An entire cup of white button mushrooms has just 5 milligrams of sodium. They offer savory flavor that reduces the need for added salt to keep your blood pressure low. It's a choice you got to make. It, you know, a lot of people have that high sodium. My dad's has high sodium, and like my dad has a bunch of different heart problems, and he's been on all these different medications for so long, and one of those things he takes is literally to help with this like high sodium intake and or help with his high blood pressure. But he can't eat a lot of salt, and it's just one of those things so instead of eating salt, eat some mushrooms. They promote lower cholesterol. I eat a ton of butter, so I also eat a ton of mushrooms, and I feel great all the time. Like, I really do. Like, I don't know how else to say it. My heart, like, I swear, it's like so strong. Like, I feel awesome. They protect the brain health. Mushrooms are so good for your brain. In my experience, when I don't take I posted it in the description. There's a blend of 8 different kinds of mushrooms. I can go over exactly which ones, but I will do that when I go over what I'm taking. The benefits when I'm taking it are like crystal clear. Like, the idea that like when I think of something, it's just like there. Like, I can visualize and I can manifest like in my own head, like whatever I want. Like, if I can think of it, I can visualize it and picture what it looks like, and then I can be like, okay, here's how I can make that happen. And then the same goes for like my words. Like, if I want to create a sentence, I can like quickly come up with my sentence. It's not like I really am looking to say something and I don't know what I'm gonna say. And moving on. They are a great source. Mushrooms are a great source of vitamin D. This is the vitamin you get from the sun. You can also get some of these from mushrooms. Mushrooms are more closely related to humans than mushrooms are related to plants. Mushrooms are I think they're omnivores. They eat dead matter, like, and I guess they'll also eat living matter, but it's hard because they can't really move. So it's like their prey most time has to be dead because it can't be moving away from them. So, but yeah, if like an animal dies, like the mushroom will eat it, and like I'm also believe mushrooms like breathe like oxygen. Human beings. With that being said, they stimulate a healthy gut. I think mushrooms are great for the microbiome. Every time I take them, I feel good. And I haven't been drinking a lot of kombucha lately, and I've been taking my mushrooms with my Shilajit tar, and my microbiome feels healthy. I don't feel sick, which is good. But I think I would feel better if I did take more kombucha. So they support that healthy immune system. Like, they're high in selenium, vitamin D, and vitamin B6. All great things for you. So, moving on from that, let's go to oregano oil. I just got on this. I had a friend who moved out to Arizona, and he told me about this. I went to him and said, yo, what can I get that will help my immune system and increase like brain efficiency and stuff like that? And he said, yo, check out oregano oil. Said P75 or P73 oregano oil. My bad. And this oregano oil, it has a lot of great properties. One of the main things is it's really rich in antioxidants, and it can act like an antibiotic in some cases and fight bacteria. So it can be good for like yeast infections and like what do you call them, like urinary tract infections, stuff like that. It can benefit those. So you can if you have it can help heal the skin. Similar things, like you can put a couple drops on your skin. I normally will put like a vial full or a couple drops into my my mud water, or I say mud water, but my mushroom combination with Shilajit. I just like mix everything up in a glass bottle, and I drink it all up together. It's really good stuff. More is about this in the description. Like always, I want to start bringing as many receipts to everything as possible, so y'all can see what I have been looking at. So I have links to everything. The daily is down there. Ashwagandha that I've been getting is off Amazon. The Shilajit tar, I have the link to Live Pristine. The 8 mushroom blend is on Amazon. This is it's a great thing. This really has changed my life. It's kind of expensive. It's like It's like $40 if you keep buying it. It's a little bit cheaper. It's the one-time purchase is $37.90. So, and it lasts you about a month. With that being said, it has reishi, cordyceps, shago, lion's mane, shiitake, turkey tail, maitake, and agaricus blasi-maril. I think that's how you say that. You'll have to look at it yourself, and maybe you can correct me. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of great stuff. Lion's mane, I think, is my favorite mushroom. It promotes, like, that efficiency of thought, and it really is, like, how, like, it helps you grow in the brain and this, like, building new neurons. It's not, like, psilocybin neuroplasticity, but, like, it's, like, that efficiency of thought and, like, mental clarity with, like, helping you grow mentally speaking. So, really, really good stuff. I couldn't be happier with my experience with this product. The P73 oregano oil is also down there. I didn't even talk about desiccated organs. Organs are great. A lot of people know that organs are the most nutritious part of the animal, especially like the liver, but never mind just the liver, heart, brain, spleen, kidneys. Like, I mean, the entire animal is like, it's just like, where are the most amount of nutrients like located? And they're always going to be located in the organs that are doing most of the work because they need more minerals to do all that work they're doing. So that's why, like, they say liver is so good. And if you don't get it, first of all, don't bother going to get liver if it's not grass-fed. I've gotten fresh liver that's not grass-fed. It's gross. You don't want it. Get grass-fed liver. If you can't get it grass-fed, fresh, get some desiccated. There's a lot of places you can get it desiccated. The bottom line is make sure it's grass-fed. I posted the link to where I get mine, and I also get another supplement for organs in general. And the organs, the organs are they are like spleen, heart, pancreas, liver, and kidney, something like that. And these have helped exponentially. I never feel like I'm lacking in any nutrients. I just feel full. I feel like everything is exactly how it should be. And now I'm just going around trying to do my thing. So with this being said, Chalk is a sponsor of the podcast. And I also, along with 3M's coaching services, there's a link in the description to go get your stuff. It's the last link at the in description of the podcast. But I never really asked this, but I also have a link if you want to donate to me. It's the link above it. It says support my mission here. And for real, I love you all. Stay fearless, limitless, and unstoppable. And as always, please share with anyone you believe would benefit from hearing these remarkable words of enlightenment. I would be ever so grateful if you would give me a rating as well. You can learn more about me on my website, 3mscoaching.com. Things are going well with the course. Everything's coming along. I'm working on version 3, and I hope to release it this summer. I said I was going to release it last September. Well, I made version 2, and then I said, this isn't ready for release. I'm going to make another version of this. It's only 30 pages, and it's like, it could be better, because I've learned more, and not only have I learned more, but I've meditated on my thoughts, and I can write it in a more clear and concise manner, meaning I can make it easier for other people to learn and digest. And when I explain things to my friends, a lot of times they say, Nate, you need to slow down. You go too fast. You need to wait until I understand. And I want to make sure that everyone gets this information, because after my other podcast the other day about what does it mean to actually be immortal? Can you actually be immortal? And then talking about the value of intuition and no one's coming to save you. This is like, I'm just trying to give you all this, a little piece of my brain and a little piece of my consciousness so you can become the best versions of yourself. So with that said, I'm not a health professional or a doctor. If you want to take any of my advice, go ahead at your own risk, but please first go talk to someone who is a health professional. I was certified in fitness and nutrition. I think my certification is now expired. I'm not going to re-update my certification. I'm no longer a fitness and nutrition coach. I do know what I'm talking about. So if you talk to your doctor or whatever, I've talked to my doctor about what I'm taking. He knows. Like, you got to just go up to him and be like, yo, like, I heard about this on a podcast. I was interested what your thoughts are. And he'll tell you what his thoughts are. Like, for real, just be honest. Like, there's nothing wrong with telling someone what you think. So, with that being said, thank you all for listening. I'm eternally grateful for your attention for this last 36 minutes. And this was the Guided Spirits Podcast.